So to do that, what I want to do in this short post is to walk you through the 5 options you have if you want to run a digital event. I will look at the easiest way to get your content online all the way up to the most advanced, creating an almost realistic but still virtual space for your event. So those 5 options. The first one is just simply pointing the camera at your content. The second one is your digital content plus some cool but still pretty basic features. The third is to use a dedicated platform for your digital content plus some great added features. Fourth is platforms for multiple streams that open up your event to more networking, places for sponsors, vendors, exhibitors and booths. And then finally, the all singing, all dancing virtual event space. Each of these options I've included in the details below a link to a platform or two that you should definitely check out. So let's get started. So number 1, just point the camera. Okay, so you want to take your event online and open up this massive digital audience. Then the easiest, quickest and simplest way for you to do that is to stream your event to one of the big social media platforms. YouTube Live or Facebook Live are certainly the 2 most popular sites. With a few clicks and just by pointing the camera, your smartphone or your webcam, you can stream that event to a world waiting to join. Now, one thing with YouTube Live, you can only stream from your mobile if you have more than 1,000 subscribers on your channel. There isn't that handicap or barrier when you use Facebook Live. And for both of the platforms, you can stream live from your webcam or from your camera. On those platforms, you have a great chat function and you can advertise your broadcast in advance, control who sees it and easily replay your event. For some event organisers, this is the simplest and easiest way to go digital. But yeah, as you would expect, number 1 is pretty basic. So let's see what's next. Your digital content plus some cool but still pretty basic features. The next simplest way to get your event online is a kind of point the camera and import that feed into a simple platform that has some added features. And for that I'm suggesting a platform called Gallus. Check them out using the link in the description. With Gallus, you can have your feed plus a chat and comment function like Facebook and YouTube, but with those added functions that show that you're making an effort to have more interaction and engagement from your digital audience. With this platform, you have more control. You can add polls, have a branded page, have password access, capture emails, moderate chat and Q&A, and the platform is built on the ability for presenters to share their presentation decks. So this is a step up from hosting your feed on the social media giants, and it's certainly a lot less Wild West than just using YouTube or Facebook. So it has many of the functions of a dedicated hosting platform, but not all of them. So let's look at one of those dedicated hosting platforms as your third option. So I want to mention the platform that I use, Crowdcast. This is the platform I use for all of my virtual summits. We have had over 3,000 paying attendees at our virtual summits over the last 2 years, all on Crowdcast. I have found this platform to be bulletproof. The attendee onboarding is simple and the customer support is fantastic. It's so easy for your attendees to join with one-click access to your event. Now we send our live feed via live streaming software and we use Ecamm Live. More on the amazing Ecamm Live. Now on our platform of choice, we can use any camera, phone or webcam to populate our live feed. Plus, and this is a huge benefit for our events, and it might be for you too, we can populate our feed with pre-recorded content that isn't hosted anywhere else. On some of the other platforms, you can only bring in videos that are hosted on YouTube. We can also bring in live interviews via Skype. So on Crowdcast, you will see polls, Q&A and a great looking chat function. You will also have people signing up to your mailing list, ensuring easy access for attendees, allowing quick playback for attendees, have a good looking platform and a place for them to register for your event, and all the analytics you would expect from a digital platform. It's my go-to for simple webinars when you have a continual feed and you're using a variety of digital content. But what do you do if you want more than one feed and want to move beyond just having the learning part of your event going digital? Well, I have 2 different but both brilliant platforms to recommend. So maybe you want more networking, genuine engagement going beyond a chat function. What if you want to offer different access levels for the parts of your event? Perhaps only your VIPs can watch certain sessions. Maybe you have a few different streams, so more than one session happening at the same time. And what about if you want to arrange one-to-one meetings or have virtual booths or provide some space for sponsors? Well, you can, believe it or not, do all of this on these two amazing platforms. So first up is Hey Summit. Hey Summit is designed to take the heavy lifting out of creating, managing, running and analysing your online summits. Focused on delivering an exceptional attendee and speaker experience. If you have a multi-session style event, then this is a great option for you. You can have sessions running at the same time, and depending on the level of access that you grant each attendee, they can pop in and out of any of the parts of your event. With deep integrations, you can bring in feeds from many of the platforms which you may be using, like YouTube or Vimeo, or hosting platforms like Crowdcast. Another key feature of this supercharged destination for your digital event is the registration and event page. All fully customizable on the platform, and it's built to help your event to go viral by automating and supporting your attendees and speakers to amplify and share your event. Well worth checking out, and to do that, click on the link in the description. And in a similar vein, and to offer more variety, you've got to check out Hopin. Now this platform moves you more towards replicating aspects like you would only normally see at a physical event, like an exhibition, or one-to-one meetings, or small breakout meetings. And the whole package is there, including easy reg pages and a great stage area for your speakers. So that's 4 options, and I reckon for many organisers and many organisations, these options are probably what you're looking for. Most SMEs could use these platforms and have brilliant online events. But there's one more option. But before we get there, I want to cover 2 things that you can use with any of the platforms we've covered so far to supercharge your online event. And the first is Remo. Remo is an amazingly simple and beautiful way to replicate the booths at your event, or to offer small meetings with speakers or other attendees, and with a huge dose of brilliant networking support. It does these few things exceptionally well. Used alongside a platform like Crowdcast, or augmenting it with Hey Summit or Hopin, and you have a super powerful suite that really can start to create the things that you thought were only possible at a physical event. Well, no more. And my final bonus before we move on to number 5 is Ecamm Live. Simply the best bit of best budget production software you will ever need. It is amazing. It allows you to use more than one camera for your live feed, and you can add lower thirds like we've been adding throughout this video, and makes it easy to drop in or place logos on screen. It has a funky green screen function and can do so much more. So if you have any content that you want to broadcast, then you have to check out Ecamm Live. It will step up your production in a way you never thought possible. The link below. So here we are, the final option, the all singing and all dancing virtual event space. If you have the budget, then it really is possible to enter a virtual world version of a physical event. Check out the iVent link below. Up until now, we have been talking mainly about learning and networking events with a bit of booths and some small meetings. With iVent, well, we're looking to take this approach to other events like full-on trade shows, product launches, university open days, or even career fairs. It can do everything that a platform for your learning events can do, but it really powers that up. Really, anything is possible now with an online event. If you have the budget, you can really take your event, almost any event, and move it into the virtual space. And there's never been a better time to go digital than now. And here you have the 5 options to help you get there. So there we are, the 5 options you have to take your event into the digital world.